everyone, welcome back to the halfway point in our wonderful adventure, episode 5. Oh, I can't wait for this one personally. I'm delighted to welcome you all. I'm not saying that in an evil or mischievous way at all. I'm Hedgehog. I have the honour of being the GM for this wonderful story. I am going to hand the floor over to everyone, let them introduce themselves and say who they'll be playing and all the other good stuff. I'm going to start in reverse order, and I'm going to start with Bard.
Hi everybody, I'm Laura, or Bard with many names, and I'm going to be playing Felix Smith, our cookie-baking, plant-loving, guitar-playing soft boy of the day.
Yes, who hasn't totally depleted Tanner of all of their baking stock.
I would never!
I believe you. Others wouldn't. Anyway, moving on, we have Agent P.
Hello everyone, I'm Agent P. I'm playing Maya Mahale, our wacky teen who's undergone some very big changes in her life and is trying to navigate through them in a calm and collected manner.
I'm gonna make the jokes to the character, the pranks to the character, but then accidentally become the investigator.
It's more of a conspiracy theorist at this point.
We will see the board one day. Moving across, if you haven't noticed, you will notice, because it is blatantly obvious given how cool it is. But we have Leah with Leah's new hair. Got to introduce the hair first, and then...
Yeah. So, this is the pink hair that Shelby has got, which is the character that I'll be playing. So, I've decided to dye my hair today and cut it into this nice wolf cut that is blatantly related to Shelby in no other way than that I will accept. So yeah, I am Chasm or Aaliyah, and today I'll be playing our pastel golf Shelby Brown, who now every time she touches something manages to kill it. Let's just keep it at that.
Well, that's a gross...
That's not exactly how it works, but...
that is the grosser simplification of... Was that a weird... Would you... Anne, would you like to share that with the class again?
Oh my god, I love that!
We're gonna need more of those cards. Anyway. Speaking of... Would you like to take it away, Anne?
Hi, I'm Anne, and we're in trouble. I will be playing Penny Chase, who is going through a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
Lots of feelings.
A lot of feelings that maybe one day we'll truly begin to understand.
Nope.
No.
We are not going to unpack them. She's going to graduate and move on, and she will never talk about her feelings.
That's why we have therapists. Single-handedly keeping the therapy sector alive.
I want that on a t-shirt!
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do shout-outs real quick, and then we'll get onto the recap, and we'll dive straight in, because I know everyone is in emergency cookie, please.
That could be a shirt.
That could be a shirt, yes. Okay, shout-outs time. I'm going to start off with our usual friends, some of the heroes, who are our amazing sister stream, all the way out on Sundays. They do a homebrew D&D adventure, which is just starting a new arc. It's really, really good. I basically live there on a Sunday. So if you want more of me, I mean, you don't know where you would, but if you want to see more of me, I'm there on a Sunday. I really encourage you to check them out. Secondly, we are going to shout out Horde of Tales, another EU centric TTRPG channel, and they've released their schedule for their Women in Gaming Month, which is so jam-packed, it took multiple images. Like, you know you've got a jam-packed month when you need multiple Twitter images to explain what you're doing that month. And the fact that nearly every single day had something, I was like, oh, okay, this is big. This is bigger than what I was expecting it to be. So I'm like totally taken back by it, like amazed, and I can't wait to see what comes out of it. Right. Before I descend into a sneezing fit, does anyone remember what we did last session?
After everybody came back from the astral plane, Maya spent 10 days avoiding Aaron and then went, "I'm sorry, you're old." And then they had a whole, like, really wholesome moment where she, like, apologized for him gaining a whole bunch of years because of her biological parents. And Aaron's like, "Yeah, no problem. I'd totally do it again." And then Maya cried. Penny spent a whole bunch of time learning astral magic because there's a part of her that is absolutely convinced that it's going to be helpful. Also, she wanted to spend more time with Aaron. She has no idea how to fix the whole age thing, but she is determined, if not a little bit unhinged about it. She realizes quickly that, hey, each of Maya's parents have 16 years to make up. What the hell happened to the other 16 years? And Aaron's like, "Oh no, man. Also, astral magic's boring. I want to learn to do necromancy better." And she was like, "Fuck." But she doesn't say anything and just puts that away for later. They have an awkward moment where Aaron thinks that she was about to say something, and then she's like, "No, LOL, that's not what I meant." And they have an awkward moment. She runs away to Felix's house, even though they didn't have a sleepover plan, and freaks out. What happened with Shelby? I was like, wait, no, there's a whole part of the session my brain is blanking on. Something to do with chronomancers and magi. Was it Shelby who discovered that the magi could fix the thing with chronomancy? I forget, but there's a whole bit of history with how the magi hate the witches, and yeah. And they have a headquarters in Seattle. That is that a thing that we discovered? Yeah. And Felix had a moment where he was like, "I can make plants grow and stuff. I could probably fix Aaron's situation." And he starts to try to workshop ways his magic could potentially help Aaron. There's a whole conversation with Mary, and Mary's like, "But Aaron's not a plant. You can't really do that with Aaron." But also, like, maybe? Mary says there's a 90% chance that it won't work. So Felix is like, "But there's a 10% chance that it might work." So he is currently, like, workshopping how to possibly make it work. The gang decided to potentially approach the Magi, find someone who specializes in chronomancy to get help while they are on their field trip to Seattle to do, like, museums and stuff. Yeah. Ellie comes back. Was it 3 days before the field trip, I guess. Like she comes back and is super super sketchy and just doesn't say anything about anything, and she's just like, everything back to normal. I'm mean again, and doesn't mention anything about where she went. She also recruited Lana, who literally everyone forgot about, including me. Just like, who the heck's Lana? Me, last session. And then everyone was like, oh, Lana's the girl that Aaron was going to go out with. And I was like, oh, her. So Ellie has recruited her, and now she's a mean girl, and now I definitely do not like her. Yeah, at the museum, Shelby was touching stuff. Some of the stuff would get super super old and it would die. Some of the stuff would get super super young or super super new that it would be like brand new. Shelby could not control it. We tried giving her gloves and she ruined them. One of them got super super new and the other one vanished into dust. So they decided to consult the book, and the book started saying stuff to them. Oh, by the way, you don't need to write in the book apparently, because apparently that hurts the book. Pro tip: don't write in the book because it hurts. Yeah, the book was super super mad about us. Hold on, is it that the book was mad that Shelby picked up the book because someone else was supposed to pick it up, and everything was ruined, and super salty book. We tried to get help from it, and it was just really mad at us. What else is important about what the book said? Carlisle. He was supposed to do something with Carlisle, and he was supposed to something to do with the underworld. He was supposed to take him to the underworld. Is that what that was? 3 a.m. brain. So something to do with Carlisle. He's like, there was a plan. There was a plan that we inadvertently ruined, and yeah, that's all I remember about the really angry book. Oh yeah, and when Benny went to talk to Aaron, Claire overheard everything and wants the gang to bring the book back after the field trip, and bam, we don't know where we are anymore. Astral plane.
Close enough.
I don't know. Do I get an adversity token for that, or did I miss too much?
No, you can get an adversity token for that. Someone on 3 a.m. fumes, that's not too bad. Yes. The last time we all adventured, we ended up on the back at the lovely station that Maya had once visited. I don't know why, I mean, I'm sure at this point Maya should get like a regular customer's discount. For just frequent traveler miles or something. But the one big difference between the last time Maya was here and now is that suddenly the empty, non-functioning train station was suddenly functioning again. People from the expanded urban sprawl that Chiron had put together were now getting on trains and heading into the afterlife at quite breakneck speed. I will say one of the things you notice is this is being done very quickly. It literally is a case of everyone get on as quickly as you can, off the train goes, and then just as one's leaving, another one's arriving, and more people are getting on. The last thing we saw last episode was a medium build, medium-sized 5'7" male with bright red hair. proper redhead. And the only feature I gave you was the fact that he was wearing shoes that had little feathers coming out of the back. Our lovely silver-haired Charon sort of turns around, like eyes almost locking on Maya. And he strides on over, politely, calmly. I didn't think you'd return so fast. Are you eager to pass on?
Listen, it's not our fault we keep getting yoinked here.
Well, I mean...
Wait, sorry, is this Charon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But like pulling his tie slightly. But his charcoal grey suit. You see that the redhead walks over. To be fair, they start. It's kind of my fault they're here.
Who are you?
Oh. Do I, you see, like, looks to Charon, they speak to each other, and they go, do I do the whole I've gone by many names thing? It's like, no, I did that last time. It's like, oh, okay, well, okay, I'm Hermes. I'm gonna keep it nice and simple. I am Hermes. I am a god of many a thing. But that's not important.
Why do you wanna, why did you bring us here?
Because this is the quickest way to get you from where you were to where you need to be.
Why do we need to be here?
You don't. This is a stop-off point. I couldn't physically pick you up on Earth and like carry you to where you need to be right now. So the quickest way to do it was to pull you here and then send you back. Think of it as really fast. Think of it as really fast teleportation, just with a brief interlude in the middle.
So this is the interlude.
Yes.
So where do we have to be? Where do we need to be?
Your home. Well, the cove, for precise. Not home.
Well, we were gonna go there anyway. Why did you have to?
Yes,
this is so counterproductive.
You were going to go there via a bus. Buses are slow. It would take you a couple of hours, like an hour or two to get back. This is much quicker. I need Shelby to go run in that circle before it gets put together.
You need me to make that circle explode?
Yes.
So you want us to kill ourselves?
No. Who told you that the explosion would kill you?
You did.
Book.
We asked if we would survive.
Who's the book?
Oh, you're not the one from the book.
He's not the book. I look my eyes like he's not the book. He's not the book.
Who's the book? Is this a new one that's been allowed in? They keep letting anyone in nowadays.
Do we tell him? Quick, excuse me, please, just for 1 second. Do we tell him?
I don't know. Do we? Can I spend an adversary token to like just general vibe check? Like, is he okay if we tell him about the book?
Yeah, can we
I want to vibe check Hermes.
Yeah, Hermes is relaxed. He's not malicious. He's genuinely like intrigued as to who the book is. Compared to Charon, who is much more wound up and tense, Hermes is a lot more relaxed about the whole situation. But on your vibe check, you get the impression that Hermes is always like chill. It takes a lot to make Hermes be not chill.
All right.
The world could be ending, he'd still be chill.
Okay, in that case, Maya's gonna look at Felix like, I'm gonna tell him. He seems chill.
I feel like we should tell him.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him.
I think they're gonna tell me.
Yes, that was the plan, indeed. Congratulations,
Maya,
you're
Maya,
working.
Maya, Maya looks up at Hermes. It's like, well, we got this book, and the book started talking to us, and it introduced itself as Daedalus, and they were saying that they were trying to that their plans had been ruined, and if Shelby goes near the circle, the plans will be ruined. And they wanted us to not go near the circle.
Okay.
Didn't they? No, didn't they wanted us to go to the circle?
No, they didn't want us to go to the circle. They said that the circle is gonna go wrong because Shelby, our friend, and I point to like Shelby, is enchanted, and do not shake her hand.
Oh, Shelby,
And
nice to
if
meet
she-
you.
And if she
Shelby.
I am not touching that because I know what that does.
Are you the
and-
one who enchanted it?
I am the one who
Are you
enchanted
that-
it.
Why
do
did
you
you
want
do
to
that?
talk to Daedalus?
And when did Daedalus make himself into a book? Did you know that? Did you like? Was that a thing? Like, I thought he was down in the.
Maya.
No, maybe not. It was like they're murmuring to themselves over like, why was he a book?
Maya, do you still have
Yeah.
some cookies left? Because I gave all of
Yeah.
mine away, and this promise this is to be.
I do. I have some that I baked.
Since when do you bake?
I got inspired by you.
Okay.
And your recipes
wait.
are amazing. And like Maya pulls out a little container of cookies.
Shelby, you want a cookie? Okay. I would give one to you, but if you touch a cookie, it could be that something goes wrong.
I'll feed it to Shelby.
Great idea, because if I would do it, it would be weird.
He's just gingerly feeding the cookie to Shelby.
And Felix is just standing beside of the whole thing and doesn't know how to do the social thing in this situation.
Look,
Takes the cookie.
okay. I didn't know that Daedalus was the book. I didn't know there was a book. I'm chasing a different lead. So
What lead are you chasing?
someone plugged the gap between the Earth realm, so to speak, if you want to call it that word, and the underworld. That's why the train station was the tunnel was covered in bricks. Now, I'm not really one for helping people of the underworld. That's not my thing. But with a little bit of help from the other side, I was able to temporarily remove the bricks, or the barrier. The problem is this isn't going to last. This will collapse on itself eventually, and it will reseal. Someone is casting very powerful magic, and it is keeping us apart.
Could that be Daedalus? Since he...
Well, now you've told me that the book said, what the book has said, I suspect it very well may be. But for what reason? I don't quite understand it.
You could ask him.
You could ask him?
Yeah, I mean...
Don't ask him.
We could ask him if we go a few steps away, so Delic can't read who else is in the room.
No, Daedalus told us that he's not the mastermind, and he's just part of he's like the face of the plan.
See, that's the problem I'm having. I can't figure out who the mastermind is.
May
And-
I, Felix, try a brains check from about Greek mythology if he knows if anyone is like was there someone Delos was working on for, or is there something else to know about Delos that could be helpful in any way?
Yeah, give me a. I'm gonna give it trickier than normal. I'm gonna give DC 13, as you're essentially trying to pull a
Okay.
lead out of your backside.
And brains? Just brains?
Just brains, yeah. Brains plus adversity
No.
tokens.
No.
No. Well, you
I
get
have a 7.
you get an adversity token anyway for trying. I love this system. It rewards you just for trying. No, you. The problem with Greek mythology that we know of is that it contradicts itself about 15 different times. So many people wrote so many different accounts, it's hard to tell which account is actually true. So while some things you might think was true, others are completely off the rails. It would be very difficult just from memory to remember who Daedalus could work with, or historically who they've been close to. Hermes kind of looks for a second, ponders. I think the circle that was being cast was a summoning circle.
Or who?
I don't know. I think and I suspect that someone was trying to use you as a collective, like Carlisle and your friend and whatnot, to try and temporarily connect to the underworld and pull something through. Not enough to cause the apocalypse, but just enough to put someone on this side of the barrier.
Put someone on the top side or the below side? Just asking for
The top side.
clarification. What did Hermes? So wait, Hermes. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Hermes thinks that the circle is a summoning circle,
Mhm.
so they can connect with someone on the top side.
Yeah, so if you've got the barrier and there's a
Oh.
huge circle around Tanner and the world of the living, if you've got Olympus there and the underworld there smashed in the middle, they're trying to go through from the underworld up to the Earth realm that way. So it's going up. Because remember, the
Like
Tanner...
a little elevator.
Yeah, the Tanner barrier is currently kind of compressing, pushing the two against each other and keeping them at bay.
Wait, I'm
Okay.
so sorry. So Hermes thinks the summoning circle is to summon someone from the underworld.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that the underworld person can try to break through
Mhm.
to above.
Yep.
Okay.
Because remember, someone's disconnected the underworld from the Earth realm. So at the moment, except for Hermes' little magic trick back there on the tunnel, at the moment there's no connection between the two. No one can go up, no one can go down. Likewise, you probably summarise by the fact that the only person you've seen here is Hermes, that, I mean, I'm not going to make your brains check it, it's a logical deduction, that if there's something blocking the underworld from the Earth realm, maybe there's something blocking the Earth realm from Olympus. And there's also a barrier there as well, which is stopping things. It's almost like someone's trying to isolate the middle.
Who's trying to isolate the middle?
We saw a second Carlisle, right? In the book.
Yeah. We saw him in the underworld along with Ellie and Lana. 2 people that we know went to the underworld and are claiming they didn't.
So, have you ever heard of the theory of equivalent exchange?
Yes.
I have them in the
Yes.
palm of my hand.
And, actually, good point. I sometimes forget myself. You see that he picks up a rotten piece of apple someone left behind, and just like puts it out on Shelby's hand to turn it into a brand new fresh apple, and then just starts to eat it. It's nice. A bit too, not quite. Yeah, okay. Needed a bit more ripening, but it's edible. Equivalent exchange doesn't just work in the astral plane. It works through most things in magic. Alchemy is an example. When you make things via alchemy, it's equivalent exchange. You exchange X amount of this to make equal amount of that. The properties may change, but you ultimately still have the same amount of root X. Well, the same is true when it comes to magic. So, if you were going to hypothetically pull someone from the underworld to the earth realm, you would need to send someone down into the underworld.
So they exchange Carlisle's.
I don't know. That's assuming that they don't try and go into deficit. It is technically plausible to push something through without exchanging it, but that creates deficit. Too much deficit on one side of reality can start causing problems. This is why Chiron has done such an amazing job with this little fake reality here. Because if we kept all of the souls in the Earth Realm, then the Earth Realm would have a massive deficit, and bad things would start happening. By keeping them here...
It would start to sink.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What if the Earth Realm wasn't in a deficit?
It's not.
Maya? No, but what if it had something extra?
Maya's
so-
finally understanding the cake. The cake
the
thing.
cake analogy. It finally makes sense.
she hates that
Hates
she's
it.
finally understanding it. Yes, Penny. Sorry.
Each of your parents had a 16-year deficit or surplus? I don't know how exactly that works, but they each carried 16 years, and Aaron only received 16 years. There is an excess amount of years that I've been told could turn into any sort of magical energy. So the time could just be floating there as an indescript amount of energy. What if that could be used to maybe I don't know, the underworld could use it to put something into the earth realm, push through, form a crack. I don't know.
We do have
It's
Is
entirely
that
possible
how?
that
What if that
they're
was
using-
how? What if that was how Ellie and Lana went to the underworld?
they had excess, they had some excess magical energy from the time, the excess time, and converted it in some way. Well, here's the thing, right? Ellie doesn't really have any ability
So
to do
that
so.
was my next question. Out of character and
Mhm.
also kind of in character. Do we know if Lana is a witch?
Lana's a witch.
Oh.
Lana was in your alchemy class with Mary,
Oh, she was. Okay.
quietly.
Also,
No
don't we
wonder
have
we
a
forgot
magical child just showing abilities out of nowhere? We're
Yeah,
talking
the
about
explosive,
extra energy going anywhere.
the explosive magic disorder.
The explosive what now?
It's Carlisle. Carlisle got diagnosed with it. Explosive magic disorder. And that he fires off barriers, right, Shelby?
I embraced it.
It's good that you do. When his mom doesn't.
Carry on. A word. They turn around. I'm not gonna make you roll for it, because you're teenagers, you're good at snooping when you shouldn't need to snoop. You do realise that explosive magic syndrome is unique in that it creates magical energy out of nothing.
Well, doesn't look like nothing, does it?
So, what? What? Oh. I suppose it's fair.
That was Felix.
I suppose it's fair. I did kind of listen in when you were mumbling. Okay. Carlisle could be a problem. Penny, you may be right. Those 16 years of excess energy maybe could be used for something. Whatever that is.
Is it possible that someone is trying to use it to either create cracks in the barriers between worlds, or maybe make a pre-existing one
be
bigger?
Difficult, but if Carlisle's exploding magic everywhere, then he's creating even more energy.
What if that's how Daedalus thought the circle would work until Shelby was enchanted?
That's
Because he
that's
knew
it.
Carlisle had the disorder, and he's making energy out of nothing. Either they were banking on that, or they were banking on the surplus 16 years due to my parents coming back.
I wonder if their plan was to have Carlisle spew magical energy around recklessly, and then once in the circle, pull it all together, and then bam. However,
Yeah.
fun fact, Shelby's ability can negate excess magical energy. Simply by touching
So we need to
it.
get
That's why Shelby has to get to the circle. Now it makes sense.
That makes sense.
I'll be honest, I'm only going on Oracle stuff here. I hadn't really pieced it all together. I was just trying to go with what I was told and trying to make it up as I go along. I'm good at that. Although I do have to ask, can I have a cookie?
Of course.
Maya
you go.
made them. They're really good.
Maya internally feels like a little guilty when Felix says
Felix has these 6 as his charm roll. He's a bright young man, not in the social department.
I think Hermes looks a little disappointed, a little disappointed at the idea that he's getting a Maya cookie, not a Felix cookie. I am like a god, you know.
Okay, so you gods not want cookies?
No. I'll have a cookie. I just wish it was a Felix cookie.
A god wants my cookie.
Well, I could just manifest one, but it feels like it's cheating.
How do you
They're
know?
they're the same recipe. They're
How?
the same recipe. They're the same make and model.
You see that Charon pulls out of his pocket a tub of Felix cookies, and
How did you get my cookies?
someone keeps sending them to us.
What?
You see that he
Mana?
walks over. You see he walks over to a shop built into one of the pillars, and it's called Felix's Cookie Shop. And inside are just all of these cookies that Felix has been baking. Anytime a witch has been given cookies and they've tried to be like, I don't really need these right now, put them down, they've been magically teleported here. And now the In-Between Worlds now has a cookie store.
A bunch of the tubs are labeled Aaron.
there's a sign that says, "Sorry, you're dead. Have a cookie." You've literally become the cookie supplier of the afterlife.
How much?
I just baked some cookies for a person I know who could use some.
But now the whole world is using them. You were stress baking. Look, for a moment, okay? I know the underworld and the threat to realities is dangerous, but we all agree that you stress baking puts a strain on reality because the amount of cookies that you make and how they get distributed around.
So I'm part of the problem. You're telling me I'm part of the
You're
problem.
not part of the problem. You created a whole new brand. I mean, people are dying in the past just to get here to have a cookie.
What? People are
Not because
No,
of
no.
you. Because they just want to come back and have another cookie. And you see Hermes like picks up a cookie and goes, "Here, do you want a cookie, Felix?"
Excuse me for 1 second. Just
I think you took that rather well, don't you? And you see that he takes a cookie. Felix, do you know what happened? Do you know why most witches aren't bakers?
because I was told I have better things to do, and baking is for the mundane.
Did you listen to Amanda? That sounds like an Amanda thing to say.
That's something she said, and that's also
Okay.
why I really got into baking.
You see that he casts Detect Magic on the cookie, and you start seeing faint traces of magic. Whenever you make something as a witch, you transfer some of your magical essence into said item.
Oh.
You've been making cookies that are literally tiny stores of magical energy.
So I'm helping the problem?
Yes.
You're telling
Courtesy
me
of
I'm-
you, somehow, I don't know how you did it, but you inadvertently helped move most of the deficits that was in the Earth realm by creating a
16
baking.
years of magical energy.
Yeah. Some people would call that insane, others would call it stress baking.
Okay, I would allow all of the friends of my the people in my friends group to make a social roll on Phoenix right now.
Okay.
Do charm.
Like an
I had
Like
I'll
an
do charm.
insight?
I'll do charm.
something
Yeah,
like an
okay.
insight check, yeah.
No, wait,
Mhm.
that's my dice for later.
What's
or
the
different
highest
dice.
value? What's the highest value that Felix can
Hold
get on
on.
a charm check?
I got a
Uh,
2.
Felix has a 6 in charm, so it's not good.
No.
But Heck, I'm gonna send you a message with some details,
Okay.
and you decide how much you
will-
want to share.
Okay, I will get my phone out.
I rolled an
I
I
got
rolled
a
an
2.
11.
Can I take an adversity token?
Yeah, you can spend.
I
as
got a
many tokens as you
14.
like.
Okay.
You know, it's you know.
I rolled an 11 on a d20. Feels kind of bad, actually.
I rolled a 2.
Wait, it explodes, right? Yeah.
I only went
Plus
no,
2.
+2.
Plus.
It's not a magical
4.
check, right? It's just a regular mundane.
It's a regular mundane
insight.
check. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So that is 16.
Okay.
got mail.
I have got. What were the numbers again? Did
Same for
2 and
Sheldon.
11.
Did anyone score higher than 15?
And a 16.
Shelby.
Shelby got a 16.
Shelby, if I may,
Mhm.
Shelby, you remember Felix stopping himself from saying something. He said, "I just because I started baking for someone I care about."
Yeah, I'm gonna close that message because that's an explosive bullet right there. That is spicy. That is teenage level spicy, and I love it.
Just like, we're gonna forget about that right now. Click.
Shelby will remember this.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, Felix has emotions. And that is as much as I will say. Felix has emotions. I mean, look, Felix, we can shut the stool down if you like.
No, it's just a bit much. You see,
You see, we weren't originally going to tell you, mostly down to the fact that, you know, it's a bit of a shock to, you know, be told that, hey, everyone you've been giving cookies to has been hiding them.
right, you're right. That's what.
That's what we were afraid of. We were afraid that that would send you into shock.
Maya.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes,
just lied
Felix.
to my face.
About
You making the cookies.
yes.
I do not appreciate this, but I forgive you because you're my friend.
There were so many, and Aaron asked me to take some of them. I didn't know what to do.
Aaron asked you.
Yeah, because he wanted to look good for Penny.
Penny just
This is
looks
so-
like her. You see Penny's eyes lower, and like she starts looking down at her feet.
I smell teen drama. Do we just try and, you know, like, move them on a little bit before they start crying about their feelings?
It's fine. There's nothing to talk about.
Why are we here?
Okay, back to the
Someone
start of the
explain this
conversation.
to me.
You're here as a shortcut to,
So shouldn't
Right.
we be going to stop the
and I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
what Shelby said?
You try and be nice and talk to people when you're suspended in a reality it's outside of space and time, and they just want to rush you straight out. Fine.
You
It's fine,
didn't want us
but
here because
before
you
you
said
finish
we
the
would be
sentence, he-
dramatic and start crying.
Before you finish your sentence, just clicked his fingers and everything goes white, and you all reappear in the Coven Garden.
All right.
If you check your phone, it's only been 2 minutes. You have travelled from
Perfect.
Seattle. You've gone from Seattle on a field trip back to Tanner in 2 minutes. Suffice to say, school are going to be very confused when they do roll call at the end.
We are going to be in so much trouble with the chaperones, guys.
Fine.
Fine. Have you never cut class?
No. Why would I do that?
So,
This class is
just,
boring.
just for me to get this right.
I mean,
We have a problem with too much magic in our sphere. And I have a way of getting it out. Is that right?
Oh, that's
sounds
true.
like it. If you put the magic in the cookies, they'll just go to the afterlife, right?
I'm sorry you died. Have a cookie. So, who's up for a baking party?
I won't touch anything though.
Penny?
I promise
Maybe-
But
I
I'll-
won't steal anymore. I'll just
Maybe
bring
it
them to
would
you.
help if you bring Aaron.
Okay. Oh, that's true. Yes.
Maybe I can
I know what you're thinking.
bake the
I got you.
because it's a
I got you.
fractal.
Yes. I'm so sorry.
You forgot to you forgot to turn off the reactions on your iPhone.
I forgot to turn it off.
Ah.
But it's
Amazing.
I know what you're talking about.
You don't.
I do. I know what fractals are.
So you understand what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah. Trying to make it smaller somehow.
We're just gonna make some.
So many cookies.
No,
So
wait.
many cookies.
Plants. And I always wondered why it is baking and plants. I always wondered.
Okay, you've lost me here. We have to get inside and explode this circle.
Well, let's try to stay alive.
As soon as Maya says that, I think Shelby would just start
Running to the
towards-
circle.
the circle,
So,
like full head speed. The only thing I do is run towards that
yeah.
in circle.
So the council stones are at the back of the Coven household, way far back, recessed behind like a layer of trees that's not directly visible to anyone walking by, even though there's a ginormous 6-foot brick wall around the entire compound. It sort of goes down a stone path, and then at the end of it is like these 6 sort of almost like sending stones arranged in a circle. In the middle, you can see the runes of a spell being cast that exactly matches the runes that were shown to you in the book. You can see both Mary, Claire, and Amanda focusing on the circle.
Can I tackle Amanda? Because listen, Maya has plausible cause.
Yeah, I mean, give me a fight check. You got a bit of DC 2 fight check. It turns out Amanda's not very good at fighting.
I just rolled a 20, as I would have liked to help Maya. Does
I
that
rolled-
explode?
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so naturally passing doesn't make it explode, but because it's a 20, go on, explode it.
Oh my god.
That is another 18 added to the 20. And I have a +1 in that stat, so that makes 39.
Nice.
Guy, when we were talking about killing Amanda before, I thought it
We're
was
not-
a joke.
So,
Shelby,
question.
no.
I'm gonna say that, like,
If Shelby's tackling Amanda, I will tackle someone else.
well, no, I'll say Maya kind of like runs into Amanda and like pushes her off balance, and then kind of staggers away herself, leaving her open for Shelby to just come in. And what kind of tackle is Shelby going for here?
I wanted to say something that she would do on impulse,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not a smart idea.
No, please, impulse is
Is
fantastic.
she gonna do it anyway? She would, instead of tackling with her feet, she would run, like, kind of where you have this diagonal thing, and she would just full on, like, hug her waist.
And pull her down to the ground.
Yes.
Okay, roll me a
Right.
D100.
Beat.
A
Tackle.
D100. So the 100 and the 10, or just the 10 worth?
The 100 and the 10, so that'll give you a number.
Okay.
That should then give you a number between 1 and 100.
That is
Please
a
roll 69.
52.
A 52.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay,
The new tech color has given you power no mortal shall possess.
odds or even?
Even.
Please don't fucking kill her.
You watch as you touch Amanda. You go to subtract 52 years from Amanda.
I forgot about that.
How could you forget about that?
Now, fun fact,
I remember.
Amanda is not 52. At this point, she's in her 30s, which puts her in negative years. And since a person can't exist at negative years, you watch
Is she a fetus?
as
We actually killed Amanda.
there is one slight problem.
Oh no!
Shelby got close to the circle. So as you bump into her and touch her, the circle explodes at the same time. Around all of you, this kind of pinkish, purpley, almost firework-like explosion starts going off around you systematically. And going up into the air slightly as all the excess energy that Carlisle's been basically exploding off combusts in one big series of explosions. Yes, Felix?
Felix, who now Loki knows that he's able to actually get energy from A to B. It's a stretch, okay?
Mhm.
But can Felix try to get as much energy as possible out of the air before it can, I don't know, kill the barrier and put it into the grass? So the grass takes all the energy and just goes.
What's your strongest stat?
Grit.
Give me a DC8 grit check and you can add your magic die.
Okay.
Can I help Felix?
Roll your D4 magic.
I've got a
I
dirty
give-
20.
I got a 4.
Ooh.
That
Oh.
explodes? Question mark?
Magic dice don't explode.
Alright.
I
Got a dirty
give
20.
2. I give +2 if I use my adversity tokens to assist. By the way.
You don't need to. I got way over the 8.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh wait, 17, 18, 21.
Does that include Maya's +4?
No.
Made that 25. Yeah, you
Nice.
watch as Felix uses his nature magic to kind of put like a net over the energy and kind of pull it down to the ground. As you see all the flowers and the grass and the leaves on trees begin to absorb the magical energy. You notice that the grass that absorbs it is greener, the flowers are more in blossom, the leaves are healthier. Except for Amanda. The explosion took off some years off the touch, but not all of them, as a little 6-year-old girl hits the ground next to Shelby. And Mary looks bewildered, and you just see Claire burst out in this massive laughing fit. At the idea that Amanda is like, she gets up, like puts her hands on her hips, and with a much more high-pitched, childish voice, it's kind of like, this isn't funny. What the hell have you done to me? I'm still in charge, you know. And Claire's like, yeah, maybe it's time to put you on the naughty step for a bit.
Thank you, Mary.
Okay, first of all, Claire goes, do you want to explain what just happened?
I've got it.
Theory
Well,
of
where
equivalent
do we start?
exchange.
And one at a time, please.
Ring a-
I baked 16 years of magical energy into the afterlife.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So, Mary, yeah, you were right with those 10% of druidism. The 10% really do a lot.
I
I
don't
know
know
I'm
what
not
to
of
say.
age, but I need a drink.
Also, Hermes says hi.
And how have you been? I don't think I want to know, do I? Okay, well,
Oh, also, Shelby is enchanted with some kind of magic. We don't know from where. She doesn't actually know what she's doing. And also, I think it has something to do with the theory of equivalent exchange.
with that being said, Shelby, your hands no longer feel weird when you move them around.
I
Mm-hmm.
was just gonna say. Okay.
You can now willingly touch things again without causing mayhem and chaos and timey-wimey stuff.
Shelby? How do you
My
feel?
hands did what they. Yeah.
How do you feel?
I don't know, like normal, I guess.
Do you feel group huggable?
I don't really know. Sorry?
Do you feel group huggable?
Always.
You hug.
You see
Yes.
Amanda's like, hang on a minute, Shelby's hands turned me into this, turn me back.
I don't think she can
No.
anymore.
You see Aaron kind of like scratch his head a little bit as he's trying to like work out what's been going on. So a few things have
Aaron was
happened. Yeah, Aaron was here standing in the circle with
The
Halal and Lucas.
Okay.
Um,
Didn't even notice.
So, bizarre thought. Carlisle has stopped exploding magic. You've stopped manipulating time. And now we have a bit of a problem.
Why?
Well, you took about 12. Amanda, how old are you? And she turns around and says that she's 30. She's 35.
Well, and how old are you now?
6.
It's like a little problem to me now.
Not really. Have you? I mean, people still say all the time that when you're 20, it's like the best years you can have.
Okay.
And we have 16 years over here. Over. The top.
If you have a way of transferring those 16 years between me and Amanda, I'm all ears.
I just transferred like 10 years worth of energy into this little patch of grass here. I just transferred 16 years of energy into the afterlife through baking. There's nothing I can't do.
If we
Except being
bake
normal.
cookies if we bake cookies with Aaron, or Aaron bakes the cookies, or you bake with Aaron, I don't know. If you bake with Aaron and then feed the cookies to Amanda, maybe that will work.
I mean, what 6-year-old doesn't like cookies?
You like cookies, don't you, Amanda?
You see that Amanda turns around and in a sweet little innocent girl's voice says "fuck you."
Well, I guess you don't want to be grown up again.
You sort of see the Claire walks over and just like picks her up, but like holds her up on her shoulder, and you can just see Amanda like batting the back of Claire's back, like put me down. And like Claire and Mary take Amanda and like we're gonna take her inside, while you all have a talk.
Good luck.
I'm not sure if I need the cookies.
As they walk away,
Mm-hmm.
are they walking away?
They're walking away.
Shelby would shout towards the 6-year-old Amanda. She'd go like, "Oh yeah, and you can shove those spa plans up your ass."
She may be little, but she gives both her middle fingers to you.
You
Just the
do
tiny,
know
just the
that
tiny
You-
6-year-old. Just
Yep. You see Carlisle looks the most confused as he realizes that he's now older than his mother, and this creates a rather bizarre paradox where 9-year-old Carlisle is now older than his 6-year-old mother.
You
Her-
you do know that we have to try to make her an adult again, so we have the magical power she possesses for the coven.
We don't need her.
yeah, we kind of do.
We kind of do.
Well,
As much as I hate it.
Aaron kind of goes, "It's been a long day. I'll be honest, it's been a very weird day. With Carlisle spouting nonsense as if he's been told messages. Yeah, before on the phone when Carlisle started spouting
When?
nonsense.
The book was reading my text messages.
That's what that was?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that book can royally get fucked.
You can say that again.
At least it wasn't reading the other text messages.
You see that like Aaron kind of like brushes his hand away slightly, as if it's like, I don't want to stay on this subject.
Hey, Aaron, you want to do something completely mundane and completely chill and normal? Just take a break from everything.
I kind of promised that I would drive Ellie and her new friends around.
You're not going anywhere with
You
those
mean?
two.
Wait,
You mean?
wait.
You mean Lana?
No, wait. Ellie's power. She is not swallowing magic into the nowhere. That's where the magic was supposed to go.
What?
Like.
She has negative magic. I got that.
Yes. Yeah, but what does negative magic mean?
Like, where does it go?
Where does it go? And what happens with it?
Does it go to the underworld?
Maybe because I thought maybe she was like eating away at stuff, but maybe not. Maybe she was
the reverse. Maybe she was pulling in the excess energy. And now there's no excess energy left in the world, she's gonna start pulling the normal energy out. Maybe. I'm pulling straws here. You guys are far more talented at this than I am. No, what I was going to say is 3 new girls arrived yet this morning as exchange students. They're moving into Tanner, and Ellie has already befriended them. Which I find slightly odd, considering that she's on a trip. But somehow, between the morning before getting on the bus, she met 3 new people, called them her friends, and then when she comes back, which you guys somehow got back before her, she's now taking them out. It's really confusing, but my sister is just, I guess, really good with people.
Aaron, I know
Do
that
you know-
you promised her, and I don't want you to step back on your word, but I may have found a way to take the years back.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes?
Do you know the names of the friends?
Does he pull out his phone? Trisha, Alice, and Megan. Why? Is that important?
No, just asking.
Sorry, out of character, I'm just watching the wheels of P turn. And also, this is just entranced, like watching Agent P's gears turn. It's like, I'm just saying, like, I know you're trying to work it out. Everything must have a meaning. Everything in this world must have a relation to something. It can't just be that there are 3 girls that have these 3 names. Those names must mean something. So, I'm going to sit here and decipher all the meanings of these names, what possible connection they could have.
No!
Someone's been called out. Anyway. Okay, if you think you have a solution to my aging problem, I am more than welcome to cancel. I can deal with the consequences later.
I'm not
You can
sure.
drive them around town.
Yeah, let me just try to get behind. I baked 16 years of energy into the afterlife. Also, I know you didn't keep my cookies. You could have just told me.
Do you remember the scene from The Simpsons, that steamed ham episode, where, you know, kind of distract from the fire inside? That's very much Aaron right now. Just kind of not saying any word, but just making occasional noises, as he's trying to find a way to cover for himself without giving away Felix's cookies. They were really nice, but there was just so many of them, and I couldn't eat them quick enough. And so I started, like, thinking it would be a good thing to, like, pass the good vibes on. So I took what I couldn't eat and passed them on to others. Mostly Maya.
I'm not mad.
I'm sorry again.
No. Quite nice, but quite a lot too much. Had that before.
So hang on, you baked the excess 16 years into cookies?
Seems like it.
There were a lot of cookies.
So many cookies.
I'm sorry, maybe it's me getting older, or I'm just really thick, but I'm hitting brick walls here.
Yeah, I just thought, like, if I can bake 16 years of floating around magic into cookies and put around, what was that, 10 years maybe, a bit more into the grass. I mean, nature's just a flow of energy. Maybe I can get the years out of you and put them into some more cookies we can get to the afterlife. They have a sign over there, you know?
A sign?
Sorry,
Yeah,
your dad
Felix is
had a
famous.
cookie. I have a baking shop in the afterlife.
That's pretty rad. God, I can't say rad anymore, can I? Too old for that.
Yes, you can. No, you're not.
Technically, you're
It's
not.
charming.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. If you have any ideas, I am more than welcome to cancel my plans with Ellie. I'm only driving around Tanner anyway. I'll be back in like a few hours.
Penny got your number, doesn't she?
I don't trust that.
Hey, if it'll help your situation, you can tell Ellie you're hanging out with me, and she'll probably just get mad at me, and it'll be like nothing's changed. That's how we want things, right? Nothing's changing. Just whatever. We're gonna bake the extra years away, and everything will be back to normal.
I'm not sure how I can. Well, for the
Um,
years to get into the cookies, they have to be like available. I don't know how I can get the years out of you. Yet I could try something.
well,
but
we
it
figure
would maybe hurt you, Aaron. And I don't want to hurt you.
I don't want to be hurt.
we do all of our best thinking together. Sleepovers. We always get through everything together. So we'll figure it out.
I mean, I just
Um,
pulled so much magic out the air. I can feel my brain. I'm not supposed to feel my brain, but I can feel my brain.
I have a thought. And Penny, for the first time you see her, like, her wheels are turning and she's trying to think. While we're here, I'm gonna go to the library. I'm just gonna hunker down, and there's gotta be something I can do about this. Are we all gonna meet up again later? Is that the plan? Aaron does his thing with Ellie, and then we can all meet back. Is that the
That
plan,
sounds-
Felix?
I don't know. Do we have a plan?
I don't know,
try
but
to
sleepovers sound nice.
somehow pull the years out of him and bake them into cookies or put them into a tree, because a tree 10 years to a tree is nothing. It wouldn't. I mean, with that we would have Aaron back to normal, and then I could try to get all the energy in here and bake for the rest of my life to keep the barrier alive, I guess.
Abjuration magic is such a stupid specialty. I don't know why I thought it would be helpful in any way, and Penny looks very frustrated with herself.
You see Carlisle, like, is still standing around. Well, if playing with Shelby taught me anything, it's that abjuration can actually be really useful.
Yeah, but
It can stop
not actually
things.
that good at
It can stop things from going places.
Yeah, if you're good at it.
It can stop things from going places.
It can stop
can
the
stop
underworld
things from
people
going
from
places.
going places. Penny, your specialty is needed, especially now.
Carly, yours too. We're gonna have a lot
Or-
of fun.
yeah.
So, now that Carlisle's explosive magic disorder has dissipated, he's gone back to being a normal developing witch. He can no longer cast spells. His energy is still recuperating and building.
But he's still like, Deadless took this thing that's still there.
Mm-hmm. He's still marked. Speaking of,
Unmark him.
speaking of,
Or the book.
yeah,
Book.
Shelby, open the book.
No.
But
I need like a stream deck with just that pre-recorded, so I can just press the button rather than saying it myself. I'm one of those terrible DJs.
Just grab their bag
voice
and
mod?
takes the book out. Yeah.
The book doesn't even pretend to go through the rigmarole of flicking through the normal pages, like the normal pages where it starts talking. You literally start flicking through, and just like a picture book, like one of those old comic things you pulled, it just says, fuck you. As
Fuck
flick
you
through
too,
it.
bitch.
You're welcome, bitch.
Can I? No, I'm not gonna do it.
Remember that
That'd be-
basement we got?
That'd be hilarious.
Remember that basement we got?
Mm-hmm, I do
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, the basement.
See you in hell.
Well, joke's on you. I had a backup plan. I got my agents in.
You mean Megan?
You mean Trisha, Alice, and Megan?
You see all the words disappear, and just the words dot 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 just keep repeating themselves.
Let me guess.
That's the
What?
disguise.
What
you
happened,
chose?
Deadless? What happened, Deadless? Cat got your tongue.
I'm
Oh
just
my gosh,
shocked.
Maya.
I'm just shocked they pick such bad disguises.
Maya just
Should have trained them
sassing
better.
This book.
Maya's so deep in the conspiracy that she's locked in. She's locked in.
Okay, you got me. Yes, I sent. Well, no, I didn't send. They sent themselves. They just needed a homing beacon.
And the homing beacon was Lana and Ellie.
Who's Lana?
You literally showed us who she was not like an hour ago.
You you see like go. Oh yeah, I sometimes forget what I tell you. To be perfectly honest, I forget what I tell myself sometimes.
That's just called being old and dead.
Well, you'll be old and dead one day.
One day, not now. You've
Not if
been
I
old.
keep
You've been
baking.
dead.
Not if I keep baking.
Not if I keep baking.
Well, it doesn't matter. Ellie did her job. Well, the first part of her job. My associates managed to get in. And you still have a really, really old Aaron.
Well, we're gonna bake.
We just gotta bake.
I have heard those cookies are nice.
Yeah, maybe if the afterlife is full, I can send some to hell. You know, I could start a delivery shop.
I don't think you have to. I think Hades already has some.
Yeah.
The problem is he
Steps
won't.
away from the group, goes
He-
to the nearest tree, and just hugs the tree.
thing
It's
is-
a fucking grounding.
The funny thing is, he doesn't give them to anyone else. And also, I'm pretty sure he's on to me.
As he should be.
Are you gonna get in trouble for talking to us?
Well,
Felix,
I'm gonna roll to see how well Daedalus tries to bluff.
Felix, we should make cookies with icing on it with a message to Hades being like, Daedalus is fucking shit up. Check him or wreck him. Your choice.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Maya,
Yes!
totally. I just believe the delivery would be on your part because I don't know where my cookies went.
I said I'm sorry.
I never thought cookies would be so controversial.
I have a question. Can I tell if Daedalus is bluffing?
I'll tell you for free that he's lying.
Is he?
He failed so badly on lying, he got a 2 on a d20. This is the gist you get from what he's saying. Hades is on his back, not because Hades thinks that he's spilling the plan, but because Hades has nothing to do with the plan. And that Daedalus is trying to Daedalus is trying to hide the plan from Hades.
Oh. Someone doesn't know
So,
about your plans.
DM pulling under the screen from it. If you had spoken with Hermes a little bit more, he would have revealed that it was Hades that helped him break the hole to the other side.
Obviously, yeah.
I mean, that makes sense because obviously he wants. Yeah.
But
You could also have been Thalamus? What's the other? Not god of the dead, but god of death?
Thanatos.
Thanatos, yeah.
Thanatos.
Thanatos.
Oh yeah.
But yes.
By the way, Daedalus, I've got a question. Just for my conscience, because I'm desperately grasping for straws here. Which version of the Hades story is true? The old one or the consensual one?
I'm not telling you. And then the book closes itself.
Can Maya like open it and just like just like scribble like a line because like, she knows it'll hurt him. Just
you open the book, you grab it, you pull the pen across. You see the words again, ow, come across. It's like, okay, Felix, repeat the question.
Did Persephone follow Hades into Hades consensually or not?
Consensually.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's just
You
that's what I think.
see that they start to draw a picture, and what you can see is a picture of a rather tall man, about 6'3", 6'4", with a really sort of chiseled, almost square beard, with kind of like flowing hair that seems to almost defy gravity at the back slightly. Wearing this kind of sashed toga. And next to him is a brunette-haired, petite, 5'4", hourglass-shaped, bodied Persephone. Surrounded by various what look like orbs of darkness. And then go on.
Cool.
Honey looks at Shelby and she's thinking about something really hard. She says, So, necromancy focuses on like death a lot, right? Do you? I guess what I'm asking is, do you think that with your specialty you can also manipulate life? Because obviously you were enchanted for a reason with being able to manipulate time. If you could manipulate life energy, then maybe we can siphon enough of the time related energy from Aaron that it would age him down to the appropriate age. And maybe I could put some protective magic so that you don't take too much off of Aaron.
And you
And-
collect the energy into a shield and give it to me so I can bake it away.
Well,
I mean, it sounds correct, but out of character, like DM,
mhm.
how much am I able to do with my necromancy studies?
Nowhere near enough to what you need to do.
Yeah.
You are so far off the course, this would take at least 10 to 15 years of intense study to get to that point. However,
Penny didn't say she knew how much time it would take. It was just a thought that she was having.
the book kind of comes, like, scribbles a picture away and kind of writes down, technically correct.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
However, you would need help.
What kind
I'm
of
not
help?
suggesting me. You don't trust me.
That's correct.
But what kind of help are you saying we would need?
We need someone who can take magic off of things.
No, you need someone who can accelerate death.
No?
Or at least
Don't
someone who is familiar with death, i.e. necromancy.
Who do you suggest?
We just need a higher level. We just need an older, more experienced necromancer. We have a necromancer right here, and she looks like at Shelby like, I believe in you.
You literally, the book just says "sigh" with like asterisks either side of it.
Is
The irony
mean-
is, you said the answer before.
Thanatos.
I mean, maybe.
Does the book go?
Yeah, the book goes. The book.
It's a shrug.
The book.
emoji.
The book gets sassy. No. As you say, Thanatos, Shelby disappears,
what?
and
No.
that is where we're going to take our break.
No, bring my necromancer friend back.
She got yoinked again.
Did you just
No,
kind
we
of
just-
snap me?
We're all getting yoinked.
Did we say it 3
Oh.
times? Thanatos?
And then all of a sudden, bang.
Like Beetlejuice.
Yeah. No, it's more like Swiper from Dora the Explorer.
Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping.
Yeah.
Swiper, no swiping. Oh man.
You know, except
Except
he swiped a whole ass human.
Yep.
Goodness me.
Right. We're going to have to take a 10-minute break. We'll be back at 9 o'clock UK time, 10 p.m. Europe time. Where we'll pick up whatever this is and the insanity that follows. I can't wait. See you in 10. welcome back. I've had a good break. I love making people go poof. It's the best plot device in the world because it never gets old.
You know who does get old?
Who?
Not Amanda.
Uh,
Not Amanda.
I mean, Amanda.
Okay,
Amanda.
now that's a snippet. That's a snippet for Riley.
Amanda.
206.
Amanda is currently sitting on the naughty step, which is the left-hand step of the Coven household staircase. But it's fine. And okay. So, Shelby,
No.
what do you mean no? They found the secret weapon. It's like that moment, like, what do we do when they say no?
God damn it.
You don't quite know where you are. In reality, you are standing. You think you're standing in a void. There's not a lot of light here. If you look down, you can't really see a floor. But your feet are on something. I am going to pass the narrative baton across to Shelby. Standing in front of you is Thanatos. What do they look like to Shelby?
What do they look like? Let me try and get more. Like, Thanatos is this person of death, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The
Huh.
Reaper of Souls.
I guess how Shelby would imagine it, considering her Paso Golf kind of way of life. It would be less traditional like skulls and black. It would be more like a purple-ish robe, like a little bit more color into death, as she's a little more positive towards it. Like, she doesn't like death, but she likes to color around it. But aside of that, kind of the traditional Reaper look with his scythe and stuff, just a little bit more purplish glow, a bit more color to
See,
him.
in my head, my brain was going to Arden for Final Fantasy 15. That was my immediate, kind of like
I haven't
go-to in my
played
head.
that.
Yeah.
Wait,
kind of like
let
the
me look that up.
Ruffled hair, like it was like bowl cut ruffled hair. So just like it's insanely Japanese anime style. It's stupid. But in like a purplish color.
Oh fuck yeah!
Welcome. I apologize for pulling you here. This wasn't planned. We're only just kind of getting our connection together. I am Thanatos. And I am where your necromancy magic comes from.
Oh. In that case, nice to meet you. I guess. Where am I?
I've
Wha-
had
I
to.
just
I've had to. Since Karan and Hermes are currently busy siphoning as much of the astral plane as they can into some sort of weird dimensional device to help lost souls, I couldn't really take you there. So we're currently standing in the nothing space, I guess. Some would call it chaos.
I like that. I like that. That's nice.
I call it the nothing. Because there's
Okay.
literally nothing.
Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah. Why did you need me here? Like, what connection do you want?
I was drawn to you. Because you need help.
I certainly do. Yeah.
And now that Hermes has gotten off his lazy backside, we'll call it, we're finally able to start communing once again. Although this connection may not be forever. It may shut down at any time, so I'm going to keep it as short as I can.
Okay.
What do you know about necromancy?
Well, I have read a book that explained a few things about the basics of it, with how you deal with the connection to death and life essence, essentially. I don't know, like, out of character, how much more Shelby would have picked up from the book, but I do know that it's something she would have looked into a lot over the past month.
You understand the basic theory of, again, everything comes back to that theory of equivalent exchange. Even in death, equivalent exchange is a thing. You exchange a soul going in one direction for a new life going in the other direction. In theory, the population of Earth should only ever be a stable number. We know that not to be true, but in theory, that's what life and death should be. I'm going to be honest. It has been hard the past 20 or so years with this thing blocking our connection and stopping us from doing our jobs. Someone is going to great lengths to stop any of us divine beings from meddling. Which I get, to a degree. Retrospectively, we are a little bit meddling, getting involved with things. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't be just cut off and left to die.
No, certainly not. No. I mean, we appreciate you being here. That's for sure.
I would offer to shake hands, but that's probably not the smartest idea.
Can still do it. I don't have my enchantment anymore, I think.
No. It's more the reverse. You don't want to touch my hand.
I see.
I did hear about you and your life-stealing properties. What I'm here to say is that enchantment wasn't anything magical that Hermes gave to you, he simply amplified the power within you. At its core,
I see.
that's what necromancy is. The ability to remove life force and give life force. Everyone assumes that necromancy is there to only steal life and then give it to the undead. Necromancy was the first healing magic. People forget that.
That's true.
Admittedly,
One of the first things that I delved into.
admittedly, it was equivalent exchange healing, so you could only heal one person by admittedly harming another. But it was the first healing magic nonetheless. You've always had that ability inside you, Shelby.
How do I get it out? Like, to the extent that Hermes allowed me to, like, I couldn't control it when he gave me that enchantment.
That's the problem with deities. We don't tend to think of the consequences. We just give you a thing and say that should help. And then we don't kind of think of the practicalities of how it will actually work. I am going to give you some wisdom. It's not going to allow you to perform at the level you did when you were enchanted. But it should give you a starting block to work from. So that even if I'm not around, you should still be able to focus and hone your studies.
That is very much appreciated.
I need you to look into my eyes.
Okay.
If that is okay with you, Shelby.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
You stare into Thanatos' eyes, and all of a sudden your vision goes black. And then you start seeing images, visions, images of people being restored to life via life transference, the ability to make nature wither and grow simultaneously, parts of Thanatos' past, all kind of interweaving in between these visions. The concept of life, death, the universe, everything. Necromancy is the oldest school of magic and potentially even primordial magic. Maybe it was necromancy that made the universe. As you pull out of the trance, you realize that you're back with your friends. Inside of you, something feels slightly different. And this is the part of the series where we play Edge Breaks the Game. I do this every single game, and I love it. When you cast a necromancy spell, you can now replace your magic D4 with a magic D8. Only when casting necromancy spells.
Let's circle back around to Penny suggesting that Shelby cast necromancy magic.
You don't have that necromancer yet. 20 seconds later.
Later. Now I do.
Now I do.
It's-
Yeah, okay.
It's almost like it was conveniently placed here, and you just so happened to say the thing that everyone was thinking.
How long? Like how long was I gone for the others?
You were gone for about 3 minutes.
Shelby? Hug. Hold.
Hug, just immediate hug back.
Go away again. What happened?
I'll try not to, but like yeah, that was Thanatos. I saw him and he pulled me into this. I don't know. It was like all black. He called it nothing chaos. He said that because of Hermes and Charon being busy, he couldn't pull me into the astral plane. He just pulled me there, but I spoke to him. He gave me some wisdom as to necromancy, and he I don't know what he did, but there's something with the necromancy inside me. I don't know. It just feels more powerful. I don't know.
It
Like
was-
10 minutes ago, I got poofed into the astral plane, and I get poofed back into the coven hounds. I get poofed.
You
It's a lot.
just talked to the god of death.
I think so. Yeah.
Are you okay?
I saw him. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Can I get an emergency cookie? And she just would hug Felix again.
Yeah, absolutely. Hug back. Oh dear. How about we get ourselves some hot cocoa?
Yes, please.
Maybe at my place.
Yes. That sounds nice.
I'm not
Kind
sure.
of needed.
I believe my car should be somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Shelby, do you want to ride shotgun? Put
Make
it
it
on your
shotgun.
music
Sorry?
and put on your music.
That sounds nice. I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Um,
Are we baking cookies then? Is that what you guys want to do?
I want a
I
hot
mean, we're meeting
chocolate,
up with Aaron, right?
and I want to raid the liquor cabinet of my parents.
Oh, that's fun.
Is
Aaron
Aaron
yes.
coming with us?
Yes. Aaron
Aaron's
was
coming with
driving,
us.
right? He's coming with us.
You can ask him. Maybe then I shouldn't. Gotcha.
Well, we got teleported here from our field trip, so maybe he can drive us if his car's around. Because your car wouldn't be here if we got teleported from our field trip.
We went by bus to the field trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Felix
mean-
left it. I'm pretty sure last time Felix left their car in the Coven household.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
if
okay.
you want to drive with Aaron,
No, it's fine. I just, as a player, misremembered where the car was.
okay.
Okay. What? So it's before the trip is even over, right? Because we got.
Yeah,
Teleported.
at
It's
this
like
point, the
mid-afternoon.
trip is like on its way back.
Okay, so we've been back for a while.
And
Okay.
we won't. Wait, Hedge. So we won't have a chance to win the $200 and the iPod?
No, you never did. You never would have. Well, that's a lie. Maybe you can find some way of submitting the paper and.
You mean as soon as we find out how we can cheat your system and get our hands on chronomancy?
I mean, we don't need chronomancy. We just need to get back to where we came from.
Well, they're on their way back to school, right? Can we just go back to school and submit the project? Because
Are are they on the way back, or are they still there? Because I remember we were supposed to go to 3 museums, and we were on the first one.
So when you got teleported away, actually, not a good point. I'd say it's about mid-afternoon, so no, okay. Maybe you could go back if you could figure out a way back.
Can I make an offering to Hermes, and maybe he can yoink us back and into
What
the
would
museum
you?
again?
What would you offer Hermes to?
Original Felix cookies. And
Original Felix cookies. Because you don't need to say anything else. That's it. Original Felix cookies. You're done. You make this offering to Hermes. What flavor cookie is this, Felix?
I know the flavor that Hermes would love. Birthday cake.
There is this elaborate, chunky, thick, like, birthday cake cookie. You just hear in the back of your head, Maya, where do you wish to go?
back where you yoinked us from. Back to the museum where back to the museum where everyone is, in a way that we don't get spotted. I know you.
Well played.
I know.
You all feel a sudden flash. Light kind of bends around you for a second as you feel propelled forward. And you are back in Seattle. Just at the end of the first museum. As everyone's getting on the bus to go to the second one.
Where the frick are Trisha, Alice, and Megan?
They aren't here. If you paid attention to Aaron, she met them in the morning, then came to school and was trying to meet them this evening. So at the moment, you've got Ellie and Lana, who are still trying to intimidate people to give them their papers. But her friends aren't there. Her friends are currently in Tanner. Unaccompanied.
That's okay, man. Aaron can hold his own for a couple hours. He's a big boy.
Figuratively and literally.
Is that a callback, P? Is that what that is? It's a callback? Oh my god.
Is there anything specific you want to do on this end of this trip, or shall we just accelerate to the end of the trip? So you can hand in your paper.
We just want to win. Just want to win.
We want to win.
I want to see if Ellie and Lana try anything.
Yeah, that. I want to get like info on them. I need like dirt on them.
I also want to see if they try to touch our project because.
Well, I'm going to say no, they don't.
Protecting it.
I'm going to say no, they
We're
don't.
not
I'm going to say that your magic rolls from last session carry over. So you are all basically blended into the background so perfectly that you are just not noticeable to the naked eye. The teachers didn't even know you were gone because you blended in so well, and then you just reappeared and like, oh, there you are. A bit like Phineas and Ferb when Perry just reappears. Just like
Agent P.
Agent. Oh my
yes,
god.
Shelby.
Yes. So I feel like as Shelby does get back, teleported once more, by the way.
Without her consent.
Without her consent.
Or a warning for that matter.
She would have a redemption shot at picking a flower. She still wants that flower in her hair. And this time it would not die. I hope.
No, it doesn't die now. If you want to put it in your hair, it no longer dies.
And that's the character development that Shelby needed.
You take the flower, put it in your hair, turn around, see Felix.
I need it, okay?
I would like to remind Shelby that Shelby can now cast life transference at will. As
That
a
is
spell.
very good information.
You can now take life and give life, and you can now choose which order you do it in. And you don't have to give and take one after the other. You can take, and then give in one go.
Oh.
I will say, however, the more you want to take, the harder the check.
Okay.
And failing
is-
can have very bad consequences.
Oh goodness.
Don't
Well,
tell me
I hope we-
consequences. I don't
I-
get them anyway.
Consequences are for the
never
weak.
met 'em.
Consequences, small consequences.
We should totally not fail that kind of spell on Ellie and Lana. We should totally not do that.
I do have one random question. So, we know that Shelby is adept in necromancy. We know Felix is adept in nature magic. Penny is adept in abjuration. Remind me what Maya's specialty was.
She doesn't have a specialty yet.
She doesn't
She's
have a
just-
specialty yet.
She's just
Maya is Maya.
bouncing around. Maya is the token ADHD girly.
She's
She's the wild card.
she's the
Yeah.
undeclared major. Oh.
She's like, what was her name? From the Owl House.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember her name.
Not
There's-
Lou or something like that.
Luz. Luz, yeah. You're like Luz, you study everything.
Yes.
So, you were right, by the way, about your little theory of you could use necromancy to remove the years, you could use abjuration to contain it, you could use nature to transfer it.
It's a team effort.
Yes.
Friendship
What's
is
Maya
magic.
doing for the team? Oh,
Maya's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Maya's just Ampan Man.
Okay, so
Taken from her adopted
Oh, Maya is the
parent.
gateway. It's the energy gateway because all the cookies that she dropped happened to end up in the afterlife.
It wasn't just me.
Teleport.
You're
man.
the Amazon delivery man.
I just have good charisma. That's
What?
it.
Maya just.
Maya is the cookie agent.
Maya's just Kiki's delivery service. The entire just cookies.
I'm just a Gigi, is who I am.
You went from Agent P to Agent C.
For cookies.
What kind of dirt were we looking for on Ellie and Lana? How specific are we getting here?
Are they planning anything untoward that isn't academically not even academic, if it's magically related
You want to know.
shenanigans? Yeah.
Here or in Tanner?
In Tanner.
Okay.
So, I would because I am extra good at assisting, I kind of want to be involved in this.
Everyone give me a charm check.
With or without magic die.
With magic die.
Oh.
Ooh, god dang it, it
Okay.
explodes.
Ah! Oops, there
Is
goes-
That's the magic die doesn't explode, right?
Magic doesn't explode,
No.
no.
exploding is when you hit the max,
Yes,
right?
max number, yes.
15.
Oh, well. 17.
Hold on. I just dropped my ID4. Ah! I rolled a 16.
Okay. What about Felix?
I'm really sad that magic die didn't
Felix
explode.
got a 10
Yeah.
with the D6 and charms. Oh no, wait, a 12 because
Oh.
I rolled 12. Yeah.
Okay. They rolled 20.
Of course they
Um,
did.
What I
course they
will
did.
say is that you don't get anything concrete in their little shenanigans. You do get hunches, you do get drabs of information.
So we don't get the concrete, we just get the red cement. Great.
They confirm that Alice, Megan, and Trisha have been sent during one of their muttering conversations. You're able to eavesdrop that they are here to safeguard the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And that they're also here to prevent any further divine intervention.
Oh.
Specifically with your 4 names attached.
Well, they failed at that, kind of, didn't they?
With our phone. What does everybody has like a Greek mythology patron now or what?
Well, if Shelby talked to Thanatos and I talked to Hermes. Maybe.
But that only accounts for half of our group. I haven't talked to any gods or anything like that.
I mean,
I'm-
the husband
would-
of Persephone, he likes my cookies.
I mean,
I
that's-
could. I mean, I would assume either Felix would have a connection with Hades or Demeter because of the plants. And Penny.
Apollo?
I know the answer, so I can't say anything.
man.
But I will tell you, you're not right. It's not Apollo.
Look, in any case, that doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Well, if we have patrons and they want to help us, it kind of does. I mean, it matters because clearly they're here to stop it from happening, which is a big deal. Which, I mean, they think it's a big deal enough for them to come over here and try to stop it.
What are they really here for? The ritual. What do we know about the ritual they're trying to stop?
Well, we know we exploded one.
They meant the one that we spoiled, but
Project?
that doesn't make sense.
There must be something else we're missing.
Because
Maybe
Daedalus
there's
said it
another
was a
ritual.
backup plan.
Right.
There's also the chance that Daedalus was lying.
Right.
And that not everything he's told you may be, only bits of it may be true.
Well, accounting for some level of misdirection.
I will tell you the prophecies are true. I will pretend that I have been held at P points with adversity tokens and tell you that the prophecies are all true. But any conversations you had directly with Daedalus may or may not be true. There may be some lies in there.
He's trying to cover his
Would he
own
try
butt.
to
We
miss-
can't trust that guy.
We can't
Would he
trust
try to
Hedge.
mislead us to follow those 3? so that we wouldn't focus on something else. I don't know. We need Maya for these
There's-
conspiracy theories. We need them.
Bring on the board.
Where's the board and where are the red lines?
The only other thing you get from this is they're talking about the future, not the present.
Yeah, there's gonna be another ritual.
Yeah. Maybe the ritual has to do with the
Yeah.
festival.
Hmm. So we still have to sabotage Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's got people around her.
Right. Just great.
I mean, we could always.
What?
Send them back.
Maya.
Can't do anything if she's 6.
Whoa!
As you say that, Shelby would just look at you like with malicious intent.
Maya. Penny,
But I
allow me
mean-
to tell you that this sentence, without any context, is very, very wrong.
Even with context, it's very, very wrong.
Yeah, but without it's
And you
even
can't
wrong for
be-
Penny.
If you can't be very, very wrong with your friends, who can you be very, very wrong with? And she looks at Shelby with, like, not malicious intent, just like a nod of understanding.
Shelby just nods back in agreement.
So,
So we probably should make our way back to like a safe spot where it's just us, because I imagine we're just like submitting our
Well-
stuff at school and we haven't. Or
Excuse
sorry,
me?
how much of a jump did we do?
so the moment we're still at the museums, if you want to do anything.
forget
If
what-
not, I'm happy to jump back to Tanner.
If we're going
Okay,
through
I
a
thought we had
museum,
already jumped them.
Mhm.
if
I-
we're going through a
I-
museum,
I'm
Go on, Felix.
maybe is it a museum about, I don't know, Greek gods?
Nice try. No.
God damn it.
I'm not going to give the answer away that easily. Because look, all right? I know the grave that I'm digging, okay? From the other side of the DM screen, I can see the grave that you four are making me dig.
Yes,
You're gonna
DM.
love
If
it.
you give one of us a funny little toy, every one of us needs one. You can't just
mean-
have favorites.
I know that. That's why I'm getting to it.
And do you know what the
just had a
next
really-
cookie's gonna be that Felix gonna bake? Do you want to know?
Please, do enlighten me.
Oh no.
White chocolate pomegranate.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
What?
I don't know. It just sounded really
And-
cool. I'd eat those cookies.
Pomegranate, the fruit that Persephone ate.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
It's like the one Greek myth I actually know.
Yeah.
Eat it. Trust me, nothing bad will happen.
So yeah, but still, are we still able to hold our scientific presentation about the history of the Grain Amaranthine?
Yeah, I mean, you've still got all the folders, all the work you
Yeah.
did before. The trip the trip ends. You go to the 3 museums. They're not quite the things you needed for your project. The botany one was what you needed. And of course, you wrote it anyway before you even arrived. So who even needs museums? You submit your papers before you get on the bus back. They're being looked at by the two faculty staff while you're driving back. Just because, well, how else are you going to kill the time? The bus full of teenagers. Such of marking work. I mean, it was never really in doubt, really, was it? With the brains rolls we had last session, that team name, whatever this is, was always going to win. So it is announced as you get off, once everyone's off the bus back in Tanner. It is, as everyone gets off the bus and huddles around, it is announced that you four have won. Yes, Felix. Was that just a high five?
No, it was like a high five.
High five. Everyone claps.
Oh, high five!
With the exception of Ellie and Lana, who don't.
Oh, I would like to do a charms roll or
Mhm.
an brains roll, whatever would
Mhm.
be inside.
What are you stronger at? Brains or charm?
Brains.
Do a brains check then.
With or without magic die,
Without
right?
magic. Yeah, without magic. DC 8.
It's a 10.
Okay.
These guys really like this character.
What are you trying to discern?
I want to know: are they just sore losers who wanted an iPod, or had they needed like the $200 and stuff like that for, I don't know, a ritual? Are they just sore losers, or are they stressed?
They are not stressed and they are not sore losers. It's almost like they wanted to crush someone's spirit and didn't.
Could you please remind me what the prizes are again?
The prizes are everyone gets a cinema pass ticket for a year. Everyone gets an iPad Nano in your color of choice, and you get $200 to share. On a +2 success, I won't tell you who they wanted to crush.
Okay, and if I don't know, put some adversity tokens to make it a +5.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I'll deal. It was you.
Me? What?
You see the project that they submitted. It's very good. It's about rare flowers found in nature. They had originally planned to, and again, like you, they pre-made this before arriving. Their plan was to write a nature paper better than you and use it to win, so that they could gloat that you actually knew nothing and that they were better than you, in the hope that it would make you feel sad and upset.
Has Felix a chance to get like his finger on this?
Yeah?
He would just read it and would, like, on a place where they see that he's reading it. It's amazing.
I will say this.
Good.
With your knowledge of plants and nature, this is all ripped from Wikipedia.
Okay, so yeah, still not bad. Not bad. Really good. Hmm. You know, if you quote Wikipedia, I would like as a trick, you can just use the like the information where they get their information
Mhm.
from, and use this as your primary literature.
You see that Ellie looks flustered. We didn't do that. And how dare you accuse us of?
Because that's also where I started with my paper.
Oh, so you did cheat?
I started. What? I did cheat? Shall I pull up Wikipedia, darling?
No. It's perfectly fine. I need to go. Felix.
Ellie?
She.
Say hello to your brother from me.
What? Why? What is a tree hugger like you got to do with my brother?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Ellie?
Lana, come with me. That's getting out of here.
Ellie?
What?
I don't want us to be at war. Really. And that's not a threat.
As you say that, a lot of the crowd have now dispersed to leave the school day, and the buses drove off. It's just you four, Lana and Ellie. As you say that, you see 3 senior girls appear behind her, who are all brand new to you. There's 3 girls, one with blonde hair and grey eyes, one with red hair and green eyes, and one with a brunette and blue eyes. Aside from that, they're almost copy-pastes of each other. Badly assembled disguises. You'd almost think they were triplets, if the eye colours weren't different.
Felix absolutely gonna ignore them.
I think
He's
it's a
laser
little.
focused on Ellie.
I think it's a little bit too late for not going to war.
Daedalus was right. These are really shitty names and appearances. Damn.
Give me a charm check, Maya.
Gods, please
You-
shine on me.
You've got to beat a 9. What?
17.
You.
Do I add my magic die?
Oh, go on, add your magic die. Why not? Well, we'll
19.
19. You see the one. You see Meg. Almost hiss and charge at you, and the other 2 have to grab her by the shoulders. Like not in public, not around the mortals.
Friendly company, Ellie.
Let's just
Are you sure
say
you're on this?
I found a leg up.
What do you mean?
I don't care that I can't cast magic anymore.
Anymore?
Well, yeah, the fact that I can't, can't actually cast magic. I want any more sounded cooler.
Ellie?
Mm-hmm.
Look into my eyes, okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm looking.
I don't care either. And most of us don't care. We care about you, not about what you do.
Ellie looks confused for a second. and then replies, well, not her that replies back, it's one of the girls that replies back. Everyone's been looking at Felix. I have a question. Where did Penny go?
What? Wait,
I don't know.
who
I was
asked
with
that?
the group the
Ellie?
entire time.
Ellie says that? Wait, who says that? Who says where's Penny?
God damn it,
Alice.
Hedge.
Allison? Okay.
Yeah,
You didn't even know my name. I didn't even introduce myself.
no, we didn't.
Did I?
It's
No,
almost
I was
it's
just
almost like
hanging
they
out
were
with my...
it's almost like they were briefed.
Is Penny
Yeah.
here?
Penny's
Can
not
we
here.
see her?
Penny is not here.
Oh god.
You turn around and realize that Penny's been awfully quiet. And considering, and let's just think about this for a minute. Considering that Ellie is talking smack, the fact that there was no Penny comeback. Now you think
that's
about
true.
it.
I had something I want to say, but if she disappeared,
She
I
disappeared.
can't say it.
Yep.
Wait, she disappeared physically, or
physically.
like her body's there and she's
physically
fudge
disappeared.
nuggets.
It's like you knew Penny was behind you the whole time, but you never turned around to look. And then now you've gone to look, now there's no Penny.
Damn it, Hedge.
I want to
I was waiting for the right moment. I was waiting for the right moment to say something to Ellie.
So I have a question for Penny.
Okay.
You are standing in a void that looks very similar to the astral plane. Pinky purple hues, streams of water sort of appearing and disappearing randomly. What does Athena look like?
Whoa. Okay, did not expect that. Actually, now that kind of tracks if when I think about it.
The tactician, yeah.
Yeah. Athena looks like a very kind of elegant and majestic sort of being when she looks up. It's almost like looking at a royalty, essentially, like Greek royalty. She's wearing like a long, elegant, like not like a gown, like something with like light fabric, and there's in the purple glow of like astral plane sort of ish. There's also a bit of like golden light, like very ethereal, like.
I am about to ask you another question.
And there's a woman with like long, flowy
Beautiful.
blonde hair. Yeah, very beautiful.
Question 2.
Other question?
What is
question 2?
What does Artemis look like?
Okay, this is gonna sound really funny, and this isn't my actual answer, but for some reason I just went cat question mark because I was thinking of Sailor Moon. Oh my god, did I just? No, I'm not gonna do it. Artemis is looks like a younger person next to Athena. Like I imagine someone like also late teens, someone that looks closer to Penny's age, but also has the same kind of otherworldly etherealness about him. Very regal looking and dressed up really nicely. Yeah, also essentially like Greek Ken and Barbie, but she's a bit older than he is, and they look very pristine and perfect.
The first thing that happens when you arrive, you see Athena point a spear directly at your chest. Penny.
Whoa. Can I do something as a reaction to this? Like,
Yeah?
can I manifest something to protect myself when something pointy is pointed at me?
Give me a brains
Just out of
check.
fear?
Give me a brains spell check so you can add your spell to this. I will say it's DC 5.
Okay, hold on. Double check something really quick.
Right.
Do I have? Okay. Okay. I don't have that, but I have this. Okay. D12. Ooh.
It should be D12 plus D4.
Okay.
Should be simple enough.
Oh, it almost exploded. 14.
Okay. Yeah,
Is that
you.
more than 5?
Yes. Well done.
Did it extra succeed? Okay.
You were one off
Can I
extra
call it-
succeeding. You could spend one adversity token to ultra succeed, or just normal succeed.
I'm just gonna normal succeed. And it just am out of fear, like Penny pushes her hand out and a clear barrier that has a tinge of like orange glow to it.
Mhm.
So orange is one of Penny's like signature colors. Just
As
out of fear,
you
just says,
cast that,
wait, what did I do?
it stops the spear. It doesn't stop the arrow, which penetrates it and then shatters it. The arrow doesn't hurt you, it doesn't reach you, but you watch as the arrow shatters the barrier. And you see Athena go, too weak. This one won't do.
I'm sorry.
Why did we pick her?
I don't understand.
You don't understand because you're not thinking straight. Penny, we picked you because we thought you were the best. But you're letting your emotions get the better of you. A true warrioress of war does not allow her emotions to get the better of her.
Okay. So what would you have me do?
Focus.
On what? There's so much going on. None of us understand. How am I supposed to protect my friends? That is the only thing I care about.
Artemis fires another arrow at
Honestly,
you.
this I try to stop the arrow.
You stop it this time. By doing that, Penny. That is how you protect your friends. Not by second guessing yourself, not by sitting here going, will he love me, will he not?
Excuse me, that is private and absolutely.
We see all.
Okay. I let myself get
You
a
wanna,
little distracted.
you want to help Aaron? Really help Aaron? Bring your A game. We only want what's best for you. Penny. And sitting here and languishing in this self-doubt, what does abjuration do? How could I protect anyone with abjuration? Have you not seen how dangerous abjuration is? This whole mess, this whole catastrophe is because someone has caused an abjuration spell of such power it has literally ripped the gods from Earth. We are having to burn our life to talk to you. You sit there and say, oh, abjuration is so weak, yet why was it during wars people prayed to me to protect them? They say offense is the best defense.
God.
No, the best defense is a stronger defense. If you think you're strong enough to defend yourself, you're not. Anyone who thinks they're ready to protect themselves is an idiot. You can always be more prepared. Arrogance breeds complacency.
I don't know if I'll ever feel prepared.
Good. Use that energy. Insecurity is not a weakness. It's a drive. Take that negative emotion and channel it into some positive change. You'd be surprised at what you can achieve. At that point, you see Artemis disappears, appears in 5 different places, and fires arrows at you. They're all coming at you from different directions.
I focus my energy and try to conjure a dome around me to protect from all directions.
Give me a DC 7 brains check.
Okay. Plus my magic.
Plus your magic.
Great. The earrings, so that's 9.
9? It works. You are able to create a spherical orange barrier that deflects all of the arrows. You see that Athena looks and nods and looks impressed. I wasn't brought here to give you divine wisdom. I was here to get into that head of yours and sort shit out. I believe you call it girl bossing.
Athena actually sees Penny go like this, and she just says, the best defense is a stronger defense. Okay. I'm the stronger defense. Got it.
You'll be
But
fine.
how are we gonna stop the underworld without any sort of offense?
Trust me, we're working on that. You have other friends who have other strengths.
I have a question. Why us?
You want the honest truth?
Yeah.
The Oracle pointed out this Carlisle kid.
Yeah.
Kept coming up over and over again. And we couldn't figure out why.
Not a bad kid. I've made jokes about punting him, but he's a good kid.
Then we realized that you, in every situation we had, in every potential scenario we ran, you 4 kept popping up. sometimes it was together as a group. Sometimes it was on your own. And the only combination that seemed to work was when all you four were together. Over the next few months, forces are going to try and push you apart. I believe they call that divide and conquer.
Won't let that happen.
You can't. Because as you
I
said,
won't.
no defense isn't, having defense with no offense is not good. You're the defense. Felix is the offense.
Okay.
Which reminds me, where is that guy? Well, we better go. We're burning up. I think you call it bandwidth. But
I wasn't expecting a visit.
no, we haven't had a
hey,
chance to telegraph ourselves.
Yeah, hey, Artemis, one more for the road, and she starts she starts channeling like orange glow in her fist, just like.
As you do that, you see Athena strike the barrier with her spear, and it collapses into 1,000 tiny shards. Arrogance, Penny. Remember.
I just needed more practice. It was a.
You don't
practice
need the
thing.
practice. You know what you're doing.
Insecurity's not a weakness. It's a drive. Okay.
Go get them. And before you have a chance at anything else, you reappear. Now that you've been touched,
How long?
5
How long has she been gone for? Just okay, 5 minutes.
2 things have happened. Barriers are normally brains checks because they require concentration.
Okay.
If you like, barriers can now be fight checks.
That's not gonna really help.
What was your strongest? I thought fight was stronger than your brains.
No, fight
my
is my
brains-
strongest.
Charms.
My charm
Okay.
is my strongest. My
In
brains
which
is
case,
a
then,
D12. It's my.
In which case,
second
charm
strongest skill.
can be your barrier casting skill.
Okay.
Yeah, all barriers are now cast with charm rather than brains.
Okay.
And you may also take a D8 when you do barrier spells or any kind
Okay.
of defensive magic.
Okay. So defensive magic is
Mhm.
Charm based now.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Perfect.
Brilliant. You reappear behind everyone.
So they're going off, right? And Penny has
Yep.
disappeared for 5 minutes, and there's no angry, like witty, like loud comeback. There's just a quiet kind of Penny stepping forward, and she just looks at Ellie and she says, Aaron would be disappointed in you. And she leaves she walks away from the group. She just walks off.
What? You see Lana puts her hands on Ellie's shoulders. Like, don't listen to her. She's only trying to rile you up.
Yeah, just mic drop moment. Like her friends don't even know. She just walks off.
Okay. I think that is probably where we're going to wrap up. Oh,
Actually, if you don't mind, Felix would take his tarot deck out.
oh no.
No, and would look
Yes.
We've had
or
this
something.
before.
Mhm.
And would take out the moon and would just give it to Ellie. In case she, with the words, in case you change your mind.
I
Oh.
stop. Stop being nice. It makes it hard.
Why?
It's hard to. It's harder to hate on someone when they're being nice to you.
Well, even if we go to war, you don't have to hate me.
And
I'd
that's
rather
literally
prefer
the.
if you don't.
Whatever. She takes the card,
I don't hate you.
puts it in her pocket, like waves her hand to dismiss you all, as if you like hired help. Sort of half clicks her fingers to get her new posse to move with her towards Aaron's car, which is parked in the parking lot further down from where the buses are. Is that all we'd like to
I
do?
think Penny probably. Yeah, I think Penny would have just walked by
Walked
the car.
off.
Like Aaron probably saw her. No, probably saw her, but I don't think she even like waved at him or
Registers,
anything. She just
yeah.
walked off. Just. What was it? I think that's what you call girl bossing it.
Yep, girl bottling it.
Mic drop.
You go, girl. Anyway,
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
somewhere in the many layers of reality sits a lone man atop a high chair, sitting with their legs draped over the arm of one chair. Dark black raven hair overflowing on the one side. Looking into what appears to be some sort of font of water that is displaying what is going on with you. They simply raise what looks like a glass of wine to their lips, take a very slow sip, and go, finally, things are getting interesting. And that is where we're going to leave it for tonight and today, depending on your time zone.
Dionysus? Question mark?
Yes.
Yeah, good morning to me.
So 2 people have had one-on-one
Someone needs to
encounters
check
with
on
gods.
Maya.
So this is
Did Hermes give you like a magical high five?
Nope.
No, we
Did-
just
did he
talked.
give you
I will-
anything?
No.
What a
Here's the
dick.
thing. Here's the thing. I think like at anytime Hedge asks us a question now, I'm just like, so when Hedge is like, oh, yeah, you do abjuration magic and you do necromancy. What does Maya do again? And I'm like,
It's
That's
almost
why
like he's...
That's
So-
why you haven't gotten a magical high five yet. It's because you don't have a specialty.
no,
No.
I mean the thing is like, so here's the thing. My god can still be Hermes because it's like a jack of all trades kind of situation. So that's my theory. I think my quote unquote person is still Hermes. Because I can't think of any other Greek god who's like a jack of all trades, master of none. But better than a master of one.
I mean, that's up to you.
So
I know the
it's up
answer.
to you.
I
It's
know the
Hermes.
I know the answer, and I know you're so wrong. And that's the best part. And now I'm
Oh,
gonna
we got a
watch.
raid.
Hey, nice, thanks for raiding. Nice to see you. We're just wrapping up. I'm just tormenting Agent P here and proving that their theory
I hate it
is
here.
wrong. And now they're gonna spend all night and all week, trying to work out which of the Greek gods quite possibly would link to their character.
Because my character, oh
Mhm.
I
goodness.
wasn't expecting Athena.
Wait,
No, I know
Wait.
you weren't.
Agent P, weren't you like the one who wanted to build backstage and stuff?
Yeah, so that's like
And finding
art.
pretty pragmatic solutions for complex problems?
Uh-huh.
Could you be Hephaestus?
No. I'm gonna be Hephaestus.
Maya
See-
like just high-fiving Hephaestus, like no
No.
problem.
I don't understand, like, if I'm like, oh, good gods.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. No, it's not.
fine. When you see
It's
what I've
never
got planned, when you listen, Agent P. When you see what I've got planned for you, oh, the one who's made the notes and held me to my back against the wall numerous times.
Oh, it sounds like the GM is coming for you next, P.
I wrote everyone a nice little encounter, a nice little thing. I got to Maya, and I was like, I am going to
Doom.
enjoy this one.
Imagine it's just like a different pantheon altogether.
No,
You
but
don't
like,
even go here, Maya.
Welcome to
It's like
Egypt.
Loki. It's Loki from Nordic because of the trickster and stuff.
No.
maybe it's the god of thieves because of what you did with my cookies.
Listen. You know what, Felix? You know who the god
What?
of thieves is?
What?
Freaking Hermes.
And we
Yeah?
know,
What?
and we
The
know
god
it
of-
can't be Hermes.
Because here's the thing: Jack of all trades is
Mm-hmm.
Hermes, thieves is Hermes. Someone else said something else about like trickster.
Mhm.
Trickster is Hermes,
And communication.
and communication.
I
So
know.
note-taking,
I
Hermes.
know. It's almost like it was a perfect fit. It's almost like I knew it was
You're
perfect.
Apollo.
I knew like, it was perfect. I would put it right in front of you to be like, "Hey, Agent P, here it is," and then just be like, "No, it's not."
I hate it here.
Oh, holy shit. I mean, Demeter and Persephone would be like so on brand for Felix, but like, what about Hestia? Everybody forgets about Hestia.
Oh, Hestia would be perfect for Felix.
We'll just have to find out. I'll
Oh no, Ares would be good too.
For Felix, oh my gosh. Felix would be traumatized by Eris.
Felix is the offense.
Yeah, Felix
No,
is the
he's
offense,
not.
so Ares.
That's the
Ares
scary
makes-
part.
Felix is a
Athena was like,
pushover.
Felix is the offense. Hey, listen, okay? Penny knows that. Does Athena know that? I don't know. Questionable.
I love you all. I love messing
Penny's
with
gonna
you.
tell Felix this. Penny's just gonna go up to Felix and be like, yeah, you're the offense, dude.
And
He's gonna be
I
like, the fuck?
I am going to enjoy this while it lasts. Because I know that
Yeah.
towards the end it's all gonna
We
go
are gonna
back
destroy
round.
you.
Exactly. Look, I've
You're
played
gonna blow up your entire timeline.
I know
all of
how
it
this
just-
goes, okay? I know.
God.
Look, I'm British. I know how to play the villain.
Honey, you've got a
That is
German in the group, you're sure. because literally every international play role I ever got offered was the villain.
Oh, I've been the same.
Literally.
I've been the same. I lean into it now.
If anyone's gonna out villain you, it'll probably be Bard.
No,
Facts.
it's really if I'm cast
They'll
for
get
movies
you.
or theater, I'm either the non-binary fae, which is awesome, the kid, the fat best friend, or the prostitute.
Whoa. Call
Those are some
talk about range.
range. That's some intense range happening there.
Right. I will let everyone sign out and say their goodbyes. Let us know where we can find you. I'm going to start in the reverse order we did it in, so I'm going to start with Anne.
Hello. I'm Anne. You can find me on Twitter at @XO_girlwonder. I do TTRPG stuff like this all over the internet. Yeah, I was playing Penny, who just got told by Athena to get her head straight. That's the whole thing. Just, I'm not gonna give you anything. Just get your shit together. Bad teenage girl. That's great. I cannot wait till next week. Or, wait, are we playing next
We're
week?
playing next
I
week,
don't know.
yes.
Next session.
Next week, and then we've got a break after
Schedules are hard.
that. Anyway, Leah.
Yes, I am Kasim or Leah. You can find me at Instagram at _musical_witch, where I post some stuff about my own life and Pokemon, which is the main thing I do besides TTRPGs. And yeah, I'm very excited for next session where we'll have Shelby doing probably some necromancy shenanigans, which she is excited for. Just casually.
I am become deaf.
I am become. Oh no.
I
mean, she already exploded the ritual, so like.
Yeah.
How far are nuclear bombs?
Shelby is the real offense.
I mean, there is that. Agent P.
Hello everyone, I'm Agent P. You can find me on Twitter at @theagentp_ or on Instagram at @the.agent.p. I am excited to get answers next week, but also please pray for my sanity as the week progresses.
I won't. I'll revel in it. I'm going to enjoy the torment.
I'm gonna send you bad juju. I'm just gonna actively send you bad juju.
All week, my tea will always be slightly off taste or slightly off temperature.
Your socks will be wet tomorrow.
You will always miss your bus by 1 minute.
I mean, it's DB/Arriva. I'll miss it by 10 minutes. Thank you
I
very
was
much.
gonna say, would it be?
The curse of Deutsche Bahn.
Anyway, do you want to take us out, Bard?
Yeah, I'm Bard with many names. You can find me here on Twitch or on Blue Sky with the same name. And also on Filmmakers as Laura Verena Stein. I'm so happy to have been here tonight. It was wonderful. And I see you all next week.
Obviously, it's me. Hi, I'm Hedge. I use Hedgehog UK around the internet. Active on Twitter mostly. I refuse to call it X and bull forever. Yeah, mostly I'm around in our Discord where I try and make it. I try to make it be alive by talking rubbish. Until people engage with me. Or posting memes that I find on TikTok that I find hilarious, that only I find hilarious, but the channel's just full of them. Yeah, I'm back here next week. Have a session 0 on Thursday for something else, which I can talk about later on in the month. Yeah. We're gonna let you all go. Have a good evening/night. If you're watching this via YouTube, thank you for watching. I do see the views. I really do see the views. This series on YouTube has blown up significantly compared to our other ones. Like,
Is there
we're getting like an average of 32. Which is
is there a YouTube command?
I don't
Is
think
there
we
a YouTube
programmed
command?
one. I don't think I was that clever
Or
enough
like
to do that.
a link?
Let me try. I don't. Maybe
okay.
they beat me to it. Yes, we do.
just
We do
post
have a
a
YouTube
YouTube-
command.
Oh,
I
there it
had
is.
no idea.
Hey,
This is what happens when other people
Rick.
help me.
hey, Raiders, new friends, go check out the first 4 episodes. They're really good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
they are. They
And
really
thank you
are.
so much for
Yes.
dropping by.
Yes, I really do appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. The most fun I've had all week.
Also, if Hedge messes up the Greek gods, you can get in the comments.
Yes,
Sorry.
get in the
No,
comments.
I am not having. I am
No
not
pressure.
having people Brennan Mulligan me on my own show.
Annie, it's God's thanks all the way down.
It's look, we're gonna be a hit with the Greeks. They're gonna love us.
Oh god,
Sorry.
the price of fame. Anyway, have a good night. We'll see you next week. Yeah, we'll see you then. Bye, bye.
Bye, bye.